G'day mates. Today we are flying from Lilydale to Kerang. Lilydale is where I've done the majority of my flight training. Large grass strip, parallel runways, even has night lighting. Today we are taking off runway 18 right. To get to Kerang, we are flying via the Melbourne inland route. Designed to get around terrain, it starts directly at Lilydale, at Sugarloaf Reservoir, then tracks northwest to Kilmore. We have to be careful. We start with a Class Charlie step right above us, 2,500 feet. As we are flying VFR without a clearance, we don't want to get a nasty call from ATC. Okay, now at the holding bay, we want to make sure that no one is on final. Looking out. Get our line-up checks done, since we are taking off grass, flaps out, 2 stages, avionics and transponder on, switches as appropriate. Make sure we have good trim, mixture enriched as appropriate. Okay, since we are taxiing on grass, make sure our elevator is all the way back to take pressure off that nose wheel. We are passing one of the parallel runways, so we keep an eye out. Okay, our radio call now. Lilydale traffic, Archer Delta Delta Mike, entering and rolling, runway 18 right, departure to the northwest via the inland route Lilydale. Great, we are ready to enter the runway. We are performing a rolling takeoff. Lilydale, for being neighbourly, likes us to fly until we see high power lines. This avoids flying over houses that are sensitive to the engine noise. So we won't start our crosswind turn until we pass those power lines. Okay, those power lines are coming up, getting ready for our turn. We are going to do what's called an oblique downwind departure. Americans often call oblique departures a 45-degree entry or departure. This just means we are going to track direct to our next destination, Sugarloaf, at an angle not direct with downwind. We are using GPS, our handy Garmin 430, to join the Lilydale to Sugarloaf leg. Okay, tracking direct Sugarloaf. We have that 2,500 step right above us, so we are only going to climb to 2,000. Sugarloaf is that body of water directly off our nose. When we get to Sugarloaf, we want to let other traffic know what we are doing. We do a call on the main Melbourne Centre frequency, have to wait for a gap with ATC and all the IFR traffic making their calls. Our radio call will be inland route traffic, Archer, Delta Delta Mike, Sugarloaf, at 2,000 feet, tracking northwest to Kilmore inland route. This lets both other traffic and ATC know what we are doing. We definitely want to climb as we are going. We have some terrain we want to avoid. Our first step, allowing us to climb to 3,500, is a beam Yan Yan Reservoir. We definitely don't want to climb before, so we avoid busting the control step. But we have terrain to our east at 2,600, Mount Disappointment, so climbing will give us our buffer. My friend who is taking this leg of the trip is geeking out over the autopilot. A King 100. It keeps our heading for us, but we have to trim the aircraft to maintain our height. The air is super peaceful today, so we aren't having trouble trimming. Trimming removes some of the forces against the elevator, so it means we don't have to touch the controls as much. Well, I'm going to leave it there for today. There's a little more we recorded of the trip, so I'll let you sit back and enjoy.